fragrance mist infused with essential oils, artfully crafted by Glade. S.C. Johnson.
Coming up on tonight's show, a little trouble for the NYPD as the second officer this week arrested for drunk driving.
We try to stop you for blocks, and you're a cop.
And Rutgers University back in the news. They rank 6th in the nation, but it's not a list you want to rank high on. It's all about how much money they're throwing at their sports program. We'll have all the details.
It's a definition of fiscal insanity, and Rutgers needs to get their priorities straight.
And you'll meet the 9-year-old lending a helping hand to those affected and still recovering from 2 hurricanes in Puerto Rico.
All that baby food was in 8 boxes.
And our sports reporter George Falkowski is going to bring you up close and personal to former Yankee great Sparky Lyle and his second career. Dan Zara's going to have your forecast. A little bit of rain coming our way. I'm Bill Spadea. This is Chasing News.
A woman attempting to scale the Statue of Liberty forced police to evacuate families celebrating the 4th of July at Liberty Island. Authorities attempted to talk the woman into coming down, but she refused, sitting on the elevated base of the landmark. Immigration protesters who unraveled a banner earlier in the day tweeted that she was not a part of their group. The standoff lasted for a few hours until police finally brought the trespasser into custody.
A second member of the NYPD arrested for allegedly driving drunk. The first incident happened on Monday, the second one on the morning of this 4th of July holiday. I want to bring in Nate Rogers, who has the full story. Nate, what's going on?
Well, Bill, happy 4th to you and to our viewers at home. It's ironic and a complete embarrassment to our city. Just on the heels of Mayor de Blasio announcing reduced ride fares to help people avoid drinking and driving. Not one, Bill, but 2 NYPD officers arrested and charged for drinking and driving. The first incident happening this past Monday. Check out this dash cam video showing 28-year-old Tanvir Ahmed allegedly driving drunk. It happened along Ocean Parkway in Brooklyn around 9:30 p.m. The off-duty officer reportedly crashed his car into another vehicle. Now, Bill, here's where it gets worse. Ahmed also allegedly punched a Good Samaritan who was trying to stop the officer from driving away. Ahmed was finally apprehended about a mile away from the scene.
We try to stop you for blocks, you idiot. And you're a cop.
His charges include assault, driving while intoxicated, leaving the scene of a crash, and refusal to take a breathalyzer. But unbelievable, Bill, it doesn't stop there. Early this morning, an NYPD lieutenant, 38-year-old Sunil Singh, was pulled over here in Queens. He drove into a car along Rockaway Boulevard. He, too, Bill, was charged with driving while intoxicated, driving while impaired, and refusal to take a breathalyzer. There were no injuries. They also, Bill, former NYPD Detective Joe Jackalone had this advice for our men and women who protect us.
Especially on July 4th weekend, drinking and driving, just forget about it. Get somebody else to drive. And if you're a police officer, leave your gun at home if you're going to drink. Get somebody to drive you.
Bill, I spoke to a police officer source of mine here in Queens, and he says that word off-duty that we use, sometimes it can't apply to police because they're always supposed to protect and serve the people. And if you're driving around, even off-duty, they may still have their gun on them. And so it really is just, like I said, an embarrassment to our city.
Goes to show cops are human, too. They do dumb things like the rest of us. All right. Thank you, Nate.
I love all you illegal immigrants. You do wonders for our country.
A woman on a bus in Rockland County caught on video during her racist tirade.
You got a problem with that? Call the police. And I'll write your mother papers.
Writer Vladimir Philidor posted the video to Facebook. In addition to the racist language, she also makes an apparent reference to immigration. According to witnesses, the woman's rant started for no apparent reason. Police reportedly also responded to a similar call about her earlier in the day. Twitter exploded with more than 27,000 tweets using the hashtag boycott Walmart after the retail giant was called out by the chairman of the Students for Trump group for selling Impeach 45 t-shirts. The call to impeach Donald Trump, our 45th president, was emblazoned on T-shirts and baby onesies. A Walmart spokesman said the items are being sold by a third party and not offered by Walmart directly. A search of the site on Tuesday showed that impeached 45 items were no longer available. You may not be aware, but the 2018 hurricane season has already started, although some forecasters are predicting fewer storms for this season. According to a seasonal forecast released by Colorado State University, the East Coast and Gulf of Mexico will experience a, quote, below-average hurricane season this year. Experts are warning, however, don't let your guard down. You still need a plan if a hurricane hits. And those are some of the headlines we're chasing for you tonight. Rutgers University back in the news after a report came out showing that they have the 6th highest sports athletic subsidy in the entire nation. $21.3 million to be exact, ranking them number 6 out of all the public college institutions across the country. Now, just to give you an example, they recently joined the Big Ten. As many of you know, that is clearly the highest in the Big Ten. The next closest school in Minnesota, $8.7 million. All right, let's bring in our A-plus panel to break this down. Republican strategist Jeanette Hoffman back with us. Good to see you, Jeanette.
Thanks, Bill.
And Democratic strategist Bill Caruso.
Hey, Bill.
Bill, good to see you. I'm going to start with you.
Yep.
So Rutgers University, they spend about $4 billion a year. 25% of that comes directly from the state of New Jersey. This seems to be a losing program, and everybody touted how great it would be when Rutgers Athletics, the football team, got into the Big Ten. They are running, in the athletic department, a $2+ million deficit annually.
It's inexcusable. I mean, and I'll say two things to you. I think athletics and support for athletic programs in these institutions matter. I think it's good for marketing. I think it's good for the student life. But we're having a whole conversation going on about affordability in this state. And we're going to dive into the affordability at the college level. And I hope to God our governmental leaders are going to shake this tree a little bit before we start dumping more money into Rutgers.
Jeanette, to that point, I mean, they're spending $99 million. They're taking in about $97 million. This is just the athletic department.
Just
almost
the athletic
$12
department.
million coming from the students. But to Bill's point, how in this day and age where you've got kids who are missing meals,
yes.
You've got teachers who are expecting a pension that may never get it, yet you were subsidizing them to the tune of $1 billion.
Yeah,
and this is how they're spending it.
It's a definition of fiscal insanity, and Rutgers needs to get their priorities straight. They are an institution of higher education, not an institution of athletics. What President Barchi needs to do is he needs to look at each of these athletic programs, and the ones that aren't self-sufficient and not, maintaining their own budgets, they need to be cut, because that money can be much better spent elsewhere.
Bill, we've talked about this. The three of us have talked about this on the show in terms of what the state owns and the state assets. Why not sell Rutgers? Why not, take those assets and monetize that? If they want to run this irresponsibly, why are we on the hook for it?
Well, I don't know that we need to get to that drastic. But remember, the state has a fiscal responsibility over this as well. And I think there needs to be more oversight. We had a whole effort in 2013 where we merged universities. We were going to make the Rutgers name one of the biggest in the country. And it worked well, but where's been the oversight that was supposed to accompany that? And it looks like it hasn't occurred.
Well, it looks like it worked well in name only, and who cares? It doesn't impact anybody's daily life who's grinding it out trying to get to work every day that Rutgers has a decent reputation.
It hasn't made it less expensive.
Those living here paying for it don't like it.
It hasn't made it less expensive.
The students that are going there for a good education should not be subsidizing failing athletic programs.
I agree. Another hot dog eating contest on the 4th of July in the history books. Today, the 102nd annual Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest at Coney Island. And again, the champion, Joey Chestnut, downing 74 hot dogs in 10 minutes. He competed against 20 other contestants to retain the title. I want to reintroduce you to one of the unique contestants this year, mother-daughter team, Renee and Christina Rovtar. Guys, welcome back to Chasing News. How are you?
Thank you. Good. We had so much fun today.
I have to tell you, you guys look great. I mean, you're competing, stuffing as many hot dogs down your throat as you can in 10 minutes. First of all, Renee, you wanted to eat 10. How'd you do?
Yeah, no, I didn't get there. 6.5 today.
Still pretty good. Not bad. Christina, your first time competing. How'd you do?
I ate 5 hot dogs today, which is a little bit less than...
I think that's pretty good, though. I would say congratulations to both of you. Awesome. All right. How do you feel now? I'm talking to you now only, what are we, about an hour after you ate the last hot dog? How do you feel?
Feel good. It was really hot and humid out there today. You know, if you look at the women's numbers, they're lower this year. It was very difficult. I don't know how Joey did 74 today. Amazing.
How do your stomachs feel? You all right? You going to eat tonight? You going to eat dinner?
Maybe a little ice cream later.
Okay. When's the next time you're going to eat a hot dog?
Probably not for a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Right?
Not tomorrow, for sure.
All right, the 103rd annual event next year. Are you two going to be competing?
We'll see. Yeah, well, today we're just enjoying what we did today. We'll think about next year.
Too soon. I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. Too soon. You know what? Go home and have some kale. You'll be fine.
Okay, that works.
Relax and enjoy yourselves. You guys earned it. Tough contest. Great way to celebrate a terrific American holiday. Renee, Christina, thanks for joining me. Congratulations. You guys are competitors, and I'm very impressed you are both still smiling.
Thanks, Bill.
Stay right there. I've got a lot more Chasing News coming up for you after the break. Ever wonder what it'd be like to be a ball boy or a ball girl at a major tennis event? Well, Nate Rogers tries it out at the U.S. Open. Plus, you're going to meet a 9-year-old who is doing his part to help the victims in Puerto Rico still recovering from 2 hurricanes last year. And, of course, Dan Zarrow is going to have your weather forecast. Stay with me.
Well, Bill, it turned out to be a pretty nice 4th of July as long as you managed to miss those spotty thunderstorms. We still have more heat and humidity on the way, but another chance of rain and another cool down to talk about as well. I'll have a look at your forecast for the rest of the week coming up.
Every family has one, the honest uncle.
Got one smart one, one dumb one, one handsome one, and one ugly one.
You the dumb.
The Feud has them all. Family Feud.
Weeknights at 6:30 and 7 on My9.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Stop & Shop has unbelievable produce prices, so you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
Take a fresh look at Stop & Shop's prices. Save this week on super sweet corn, 10 for $2.
This is my Toyota Highlander. It's the SE grade, which means it sports a glossy grille, halogen headlights, and 19-inch alloy wheels. It's what I drive when I want to make an impression, which is always. And for that, I give my Highlander 5 stars.
Tested, trusted Toyota. Right now, lease a new 2018 Highlander for the Independence Day special of just $259 a month. Follow us at Drive Toyota. Toyota, let's go places.
So we sold the house. Did you use Purple Bricks? An online agent for a place like this?
No, they're genuine agents, real people. You just don't pay crazy amounts in commission. Could have saved thousands.
There it is. Real misery. The misery you feel when you pay too much in commission and get nothing more for your money.
You, could have bought your new house with Purple Bricks, too.
Whether you're buying or selling, go to purplebricks.com. Save yourself from real misery.
On to one.
Cheers here.
Ever wonder if there's a better way to shop for furniture?
Oh, hi. Oh,
Ray Warren Flanagan.
wow. Right. Where's your husband?
He's just at home getting a leg up on a few things.
Is there a difference?
We should have gone to Ray Warren Flanagan. Yeah.
Guaranteed delivery in 3 days or less. Bigger selection.
Beautiful.
Better service. Ray Warren Flanagan. Delivering a better experience.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Stop & Shop has unbelievable produce prices, so you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
Take a fresh look at Stop & Shop's prices. Hello Fresh Meal Kits, dinner for 2, ready in just 30 minutes, only at Stop & Shop.
Welcome back to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadea. We've got a lot more show coming up for you tonight. Nate Rogers tries out being a ball boy at the U.S. Open. Wait till you see how this worked out. But first, last year, Puerto Rico was devastated by 2 hurricanes, wiping out communications, water, sending people homeless, claiming lives. It was awful, and the island is still in recovery almost a year later. Now, a few months ago, we introduced you to a young man, 9 years old, who took it upon himself to raise some money and send supplies to Puerto Rico to help out those forgotten victims the pets, the dogs, the cats. Well, now this young man has turned his sights to help out the babies, and he's sending all kinds of baby supplies, formula, etc. His name is Jaden, and he joins me now. Jaden, welcome back to Chasing News. Good to see you again.
You too.
So tell me about this. What got you inspired? First of all, congratulations on the success you had sending down all the dog supplies, all the pet supplies. I know so many people were so appreciative. But now you've turned your sights on the baby victims. What kind of things are you sending down to Puerto Rico?
I'm sending like formula, baby food, and like juice.
So how did you get this idea? Was it your idea? Was it your mom and dad's idea? How'd this happen?
I saw it on Instagram, on my mom's Instagram. This girl named Natalie, she was getting baby food for the babies in Puerto Rico because they didn't have baby food, so they were starving. So I've been helping Puerto Rico a lot, so I decided to help her.
So how are you doing it? Are you going to the store with your mom and you're buying the stuff and sending it down? Are you asking people to send it to your house and then you're mailing it? How's it working? It's a lot of work for a 9-year-old.
Yeah, so we basically did what all you just said. Like, we bought some, we asked people to donate, and we did that. And when we got all the baby food, we actually went to New York, where she lives, and gave it to her. And all that baby food was in 8 boxes.
All right, so have you gotten any feedback? Are you seeing, like, are people posting pictures on social media saying, thanks, Jaden, I got the supplies? Are you getting that kind of feedback?
Yes. All people in Puerto Rico are doing that.
Yeah, that's great. Well, you're a bright young man. You've got a bright future for sure, and you've got a good heart, Jaden. Thank you for joining me, and thanks for everything that you're doing. Let's bring in the A-plus panel for tonight's show. Jeanette Hoffman, Republican strategist, and Bill Caruso, Democratic strategist. Jeanette, I'll start with you. It's great what Jaden is doing. I love to see that the humanity, people stepping up for their fellow person. I love it. There was an article in Reason magazine that talked about what do you do with these tens of thousands of homes that you've got in Puerto Rico, people not going back, no jobs, no infrastructure, and you've got thousands and thousands of immigrants upset about the detention centers. They want to be American. The suggestion was send them all to Puerto Rico. I don't think it's such a crazy idea. What do you think?
I think it's a very simplistic idea that needs to be explored further. I mean, it's not like a board game where you just move pieces from here to here and, you know, fill in the blanks. Like you said, Bill, the problem is there are no jobs and the infrastructure has not, you know, caught up to what it's supposed to be after the last storm. So you can move those people there, but how are they going to make a living? There's just so many different things that need to be considered.
No, this isn't a good idea.
Okay.
I mean, you have one disaster looming on the border, right, with what do we do with these refugees that are coming across, and that's a legitimate question.
Not all refugees, but okay.
Or whatever they may be, and that is an interesting point. But we're not going to dump them in the disaster of Puerto Rico, which has its own nightmare and problems right now. I would say this to you. If there was some ability, you know, in the work visa program where you have an expertise, perhaps in like electrical grids or something like that, to emigrate in and be able to help, that might make some sense, but not just dumping people in there.
But on a serious point, though, these are people who are quite capable. The ones that are not the criminals and the gangs and the drugs and everything else. I mean, take the people that are just seeking asylum. They were capable enough to get there. So why not parcel out land and say, here you go, and do it like we said?
How are they going to provide for their families?
My liberal friend, we need to have a process. This is the exact argument going on right now with what Donald Trump's been doing. What do we do with these folks that are at the border and want to come in? How do we know they're not murderers? How do we know that they are legitimately seeking asylum? How do we know they're not traffickers? We would never want to just dump them in Puerto Rico, nor would we want to just dump them in the United States. We've got to figure this out as a country. What do we do at the gate before we...
To that point, though, if you had farming, if you had clean water, if you were able to provide a minimal, just a sustenance infrastructure, and somebody gets offered a small plot of land saying, go make your way, that's how nations develop. Could we be looking at the opportunity of something to start fresh?
It is definitely an idea worth considering. However, I'm not going to put my faith in this Congress right now because they can't figure out how to even keep the dreamers in this country and come up with comprehensive immigration plans.
If somebody could get behind it with the right infrastructure. I don't know. We'll see. All right, not the craziest idea I've heard. I've heard crazier stuff coming from Governor Cuomo and Governor Murphy. Anyway, thanks, guys. Ever wonder what it might be like to be a ball boy or a ball girl at a major tennis tournament? Well, you're not alone. More than 1,000 young people tried out for this year's U.S. Open. Nate Rogers was there. And as I understand, tried out himself. Nate, what do you got?
Well, Bill, I got to tell you, for young people who are avid tennis lovers, the U.S. Open ball person tryouts is the place to be. Take a walk with me through this massive line outside the famed Billie Jean King National Tennis Center. 1,000 athletic, determined, and excited young people competing for the summer internship of a lifetime. What does Emily have that the other 1,000 people out here don't have? What can you give?
I play tennis, so I know a lot about the game, and I just love sports and, running.
More than 700,000 tennis lovers attend the U.S. Open every year. This year, the 3-week event kicks off August 27th. The Grand Slam also reportedly attracts the largest television audience in the world. And in order to pull it all off, roughly 275 ball persons are needed.
This is everything for me. I love to just be a part of professional tennis.
Bill, you see I have on my lucky socks, and guess what? The major test here is speed and agility, being able to retrieve the ball and go back to your position. How do you kind of rule out the good from those who need a little bit more work?
We have some great evaluators out there. Most of them have been on the court before. They've done the job. They know what we're looking for. They know what it takes.
So, of course, the ball person's role is to help run the match as efficiently as possible, clearing balls from the court and assisting athletes with water and towels. It's also about having fun and trying not to be too starstruck.
The tryouts are hard because you're doing it in such a fast time, but we are looking for athletes light on their feet, quick hands, good eye-hand coordination, being able to roll.
This year, the competition to become a ball person is fierce. If Carlo Francisco makes it, it'll be his 4th year working the U.S. Open.
I'm a college baseball player, so I'm naturally gifted with some good hands, and I'm very fast in the outfield.
Now, after today's tryouts, about 100 or so young people will be selected to participate in the 2018 U.S. Open. In Flushing, I'm Nate Rogers for Chasing News.
Thank you, Nate. All right, let's check in with meteorologist Dan Zarrow with your detailed forecast for the rest of this week. Dan, what's it looking like?
Technically, our heat wave continued for the 4th of July. We had a couple of 90-degree temperatures out there, but it was nowhere near as extreme as the heat and humidity of the past few days. The heat index stayed mostly below 100 rather than 110 like a couple of days ago. So it felt like summer. We had a couple thunderstorms in the area. We still have some summer weather around before our next big cool down hits by the end of the week. Thursday actually looks pretty quiet. I think showers and thunderstorms are going to stay well to the north and west of the tri-state area. So we'll enjoy some good sunshine, some fair weather clouds, and high temperatures once again in the upper 80s to around 90 degrees. Friday is going to be our next transition day. It'll start off warm and steamy, and then we'll see a round of rain and thunderstorms move in. I'm thinking in the afternoon to evening time. Some of those storms could be on the strong side on Friday. So if you have Friday evening plans, you may want to have a backup just in case we get soaked. We move into Saturday. Showers end in the early morning hours, then we'll quickly clear away to sunshine. It's not only going to be cooler, but much drier for the weekend. That humidity is going to go way down, so Saturday's looking good, and I'm liking the forecast for Sunday as well. Temperatures generally in the lower to mid 80s, again with comfortable dry conditions. I'm meteorologist Dan Zarrow.
Thank you, Dan. All right, stay right there. I've got a lot more Chasing News coming up for you after the break. We'll check in with sports reporter George Falkowski. Yankee great Sparky Lyle has a second career, and it's going pretty well.
Friday on Good Day New York, we're having a pool party.
Yeah, we're taking Good Day on the road. We're out of Manhattan, and we're going to have a lot of fun. The best fashion, the best food, the best drinks.
You name it, we got it.
It's going to be fun in the sun. Join the party.
Friday on Good Day New York.
During Hyundai's 4th of July sales event, celebrate America's birthday with America's best warranty and a whole lot of savings. Right now, get remarkable deals on our full lineup, including the Elantra for just $129 a month, or the Sonata for only $139 a month. These deals won't last long, so hurry in this holiday and save big. Right now, lease a 2018 Tucson for $159 a month for 36 months. Event ends July 5th.
We're the invention state. More patents than any other state in the country. You know, the wonderful diversity of the state's geography. The best shoreline in the entire country. We have the mountains along the Kittatinny Ridge. We have the southern flatlands, the pine barrens. And proudest, I guess, of our people. the average New Jerseyan. I mean, they're good people. And they're doing good things every single day.
It's a great castle.
That feeling, only better. America's best bumper-to-bumper limited warranty. Standard on the Volkswagen Atlas and Tiguan.
Hurry in this 4th of July and lease a new 2018 Volkswagen Tiguan S for just $189 a month. Visit VWDealer.com today.
It's the 4th of July sale at Mattress Firm, and we brought back our best offer. Right now, get a free adjustable base with your mattress purchase. Up to a $699 value, free. Plus, all of our beds are on sale. With mattresses starting at just $9 a month. Our lowest payments ever with 0% interest for 72 months. Pay as little as $9 a month and get a free adjustable base. Hurry in, last time we sold out. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm.
Welcome back to Chasing News. I'm Bill Spadea. Let's check in with sports reporter George Secaucus, who has the story of Yankee great Sparky Lyle and his second career.
There's no way that you could ever be depressed or down when you're around this place. Not for me, anyhow.
The place is TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater, Sparky Lyle's home for 21 years following his major league career. He earned 5 titles in 15 years as the team's manager, and now has a new title courtesy of owner Steve Califer, Manager Emeritus, still flying the colors for his beloved Somerset Patriots.
I didn't really know what Manager Emeritus meant, because I said to Mr. Califer, he goes, well, I'm making you Manager Emeritus. It's never been done before. And I said, does that mean I still have a job? He said, yes, it does. I said, okay, then I'm happy about that.
One of the most amazing things about Sparky's second career here in Somerset with the Patriots is an entire generation of baseball fans has grown up only knowing him as a Patriot and not a New York Yankee.
Oh, I'm good with either or. You know, the kids' dads will say, come on, take a picture. Don't you know who that is, Sparky Lyle? And they'll go, who? And so now that's kind of when I go up there and I see young kids, you know, they'll ask me what my name is. I said, who? Because that's what you're going to call me sooner or later.
So here's Sparky Lyle with a legacy as important in Bridgewater as it is in the Bronx.
The people love this ballpark. They love this team. They love everything that goes on here. And that's one of the things that me, along with many other people, that I'm most proudest of.
Thanks, George. Man, is it great to see Sparky Lyle doing so well. Happy 4th of July to all of you and all our friends at the Somerset Patriots. I'm Bill Spadea. Thanks for watching Chasing News tonight. I hope you had an outstanding 4th of July holiday. I hope you took a little bit of a break and celebrated the birthday of our great country. Remember, the conversation continues after the show. I'm on Twitter at Bill Spadea. The show is at Chasing News. Let's talk about the things that you agree and disagree with. We'll keep talking throughout the week, and I'll see you tomorrow night.
When you're America's best value, you don't need to resort to conventional sales tactics like free donuts. What you need is a 10-year, 100,000-mile warranty and an IIHS Top Safety Pick Award. Cut! Oh, yeah.
During Kia's America's Best Value 4th of July event, lease the 2018 Sorento LX for $189 a month.
All right, I brought in new Max Protein.
To give you the protein you need with less of the sugar you don't. I'll take that.
30 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. New Ensure Max Protein and 2 great flavors.
Creating your own custom suit from Joseph A. Bank is easy in every way. You design it, we craft it. Expertly tailored and delivered in as fast as 2 weeks. From selection to stitch to store. That's the Bank way.
Pro tip for fruit lovers, Stop & Shop has unbelievable produce prices. So you'll never have to choose between your favorites.
I thought I was your favorite.
That's right, honey. Bye.
Take a fresh look at Stop & Shop's produce prices.
Save this week on 80% ground beef value packs, $1.99 per pound, and on bone-in New York strip steak, $4.99 per pound. Only at Stop & Shop.